Montez. We will open it up to questions.
Steven, how do you prepare to go against the crowd noise at Memorial Stadium?
I mean, I really don't think you can because in practice, I mean, they have music on, but it's nowhere near as loud as what it's going to be in Lincoln. So, I mean, you really can't, but crowd noise doesn't really affect you too much once you get locked in. It's kind of just like you know it's loud, but in your mind and in your ears, you don't really hear it too much. And then obviously with the cadence, we use the clap, so I think it'll be okay. If we run into any problems, I mean, we'll adjust on the fly, but we've played in loud places before and it hasn't been a problem for us.
Steven, this is a rivalry that obviously goes back and means a lot to a lot of people around here and a lot of fans. So the players, though, probably don't even remember the last time that Colorado played Nebraska. Is the team kind of buying into that live up to tradition mode, or is it just another game for you guys?
To the history, I mean, I think a lot of the guys on the team know about the history. They've been playing all the highlights and the clips around the Champion Center for the whole week now. To us, we just treat it like another game. I mean, they're just another team wearing a different color than us. We got to go in, do what we do best, play our game, and hopefully it'll work out for us in the end.
Speaking about the different color they wear, red, and we talked to Hagan, he said no red at all is allowed.
Yep.
Have you heard about that?
I have multiple times.
Have you not? Do you have any red, or have you?
Yeah, I was wearing a red lanyard one time, and Hagan said, "It's that right there," and I was like car keys, and he was like, "I'm talking about the lanyard. That's red. We don't wear red in here." I was like, "All right." So I went and bought a white lanyard the next day. So just don't wear red, especially on Nebraska week. That'll be bad for you. We got any red in here? Anybody? Maroon? I don't count. No? Good. All right, I like it.
Most everybody in here is old enough that remembers.
That remembers?
Steven, Nate was just named Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week.
Yeah.
As somebody who goes up against him in practice and during the offseason, just how would you kind of describe him as the guy that sort of mans the middle of that defense?
Yeah, I mean, he's a leader. He's a leader on that defense. He obviously flies around on the ball. He's very physical, hits very hard. So, I mean, Nate's going to be a very good player here for the next, he's got 3 years, doesn't he? 3 more years. So, I mean, yikes, it's kind of scary, especially after the game that he just had on Friday. He played really well, and I think he's going to continue to play well for us all season.
Steven, on Friday, the game plan called for a lot of those, I don't even know what kind of pass you call it, where you just kind of pitch it to the guy running across.
Fly sweeps, yeah.
Yeah, and then you had a few short passes.
Yeah.
I guess how much of the offense did you guys show? And, did you keep stuff under wraps because you just felt like you didn't need it?
Yeah, we obviously didn't run very much of the offense. I thought that was fairly obvious. We ran a few plays that we had practiced a lot, and we ran them at a very high level, and I think that's why we were able to run so few plays, was because we were executing the plays that we were running at a very high level. So, I mean, is our game plan going to be the same for Nebraska? I'm not sure. I'm not Coach Shev, so I couldn't tell you.
How do you think your experience as a starter, obviously with the year under your belt, has helped prepare you to lead your team into battle?
Yeah, I think the experience definitely has helped a little bit. I think the biggest thing for me, though, has been Coach Roper coming in and helping me out with defenses. I can't stress how important that has been for me and just my development as a quarterback. I think that's been crucial for me.
Following on that, what did you see from the defense? Were you able to take advantage of immediately, or it was just able to watch and
talking about whose defense? Colorado State?
Yes, past.
Colorado State. I mean, they just didn't cover the flats very well, and I mean those are those fly sweeps, those are those short little flat route throws that we threw all game. I mean, they just kind of struggle. I don't know.
How much does the up-tempo game really benefit you?
I mean, it was good. I think our tempo was kind of gassing them a little bit. They were getting a little bit tired on the field. So I think just that quick tempo, getting to the line quick. I don't think they were used to seeing that in practice. And so when we brought it out and started really running our tempo and really getting to the line and really pushing it, I think they just started to get a little bit tired, as any would have if they weren't seeing it in practice.
Steven, Nebraska game got canceled last weekend, so they didn't have a chance to
Yeah.
play it. So does it give you guys a little more confidence already having a game under your belt, or is it harder to prepare for a team that you don't have any tape on?
That's the same thing that we were saying last week. It's kind of the same thing, but in reverse. We ended up playing the game, so now they have film on us and have film on what we're going to do. But they still haven't played a game yet, and they have a true freshman quarterback. But we also don't have film on them. So, I mean, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. It could be advantage, disadvantage. I mean, I think it kind of evens out.
Based on what you've seen and haven't seen, what do you expect from their defense?
I mean, I think they're going to do the same stuff that UCF did last year because that's where their coaching staff is from, Scott Frost. So I think that they're going to do that. They're going to play some Okie and play some coverages. I'm not really going to talk too much about it because that's between the offense, really. Me, Coach Rope, Coach Chev, that's between us. So,
kind of piggybacking off of that, what have you guys been doing to prepare for them? Have you seen what you think they're going to run in practice or in the film?
Yeah, I mean, we've just been working hard. We've just been working real hard, and I think we're going to come into this game with a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. I mean, it's always fun to play football, especially on ABC at I think the game's at 3 or something like that, 3 Eastern. So, I mean, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait to play. Very excited. Like I said, we've just been working real hard and just kind of trying to do the things that we do best, try to do them at a high level in practice.
Sorry. You mentioned Adrian Martinez is making his first start.
Yes.
What do you remember, or what are the biggest things you remember, like kind of emotionally or just going through the process in preparation for making a first college start?
For a first start? I mean, you just obviously don't want to go out there and make a whole lot of mistakes. And, I mean, mistakes are going to happen. It's just a part of the game of football. But you don't want to go out there and start with a bunch of mistakes because I mean, it's your first start. You want to play pretty clean. So, I mean, I imagine he'll be prepared. I imagine Nebraska's defense and offense will both be prepared to play this game. So, I mean, I think they'll be ready. I think they're a good team. I haven't really seen their personnel on film yet, but, I mean, I imagine they'll be all right.
Steven, I'm quite certain the staff has talked to you guys about this, but coming out of the gate last week, having the kind of success you did, how do you as one of the leaders on this team make sure that, the guys in this roster don't get drunk on your own wine here and start going, hey, look how good we are kind of thing?
Yeah,
How do you avoid that mentality?
I think it happens in practice. You gotta come to practice every day with kind of a clean slate and kind of like you're 0-0 again, like we haven't even played the game. So, yeah, we definitely don't want to get complacent. Definitely don't want to think we're too good, and then come out and not do as well as we would like. So we just need to keep working and just keep repping our offense, repping it, and just getting very good at certain things. And I think we'll be fine. I think we'll stay hungry because we still have a whole lot to prove. One game doesn't prove very much.
To follow up on that. On the other side, how much does it help you guys after all that preparation? You guys feel good in fall camp to go out there and have a performance like that and kind of validate some of the things you've done in the offseason?
Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was good to come out and put up some points or whatever. I mean, but like I said, it's just one game. One game isn't going to win you the season. One game's not going to get you to a bowl game. One game's not going to get you to a playoff or anything like that. So we just need to just kind of stay the course and just keep working and just keep our heads down and just focus on what we have to do, the task at hand.
Steven, you were here 2 years ago. Obviously, you saw the rise. You were part of it. You played last year, which turned out to be maybe a disappointing season. So where's this team at right now? I sense that when you got into the Colorado State game, there was kind of a quiet confidence about you guys. I know your motto is nothing to say and a lot to prove. Just talk about where you see this team's kind of mindset right now.
I think we're just focused. I think if I was to describe our team right now, I think it would just be focused and hungry.
And that's going to do it for Steven. Up next, we'll have running back Trevon McMillan.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.